Welcome back to a multidimensional approach to meeting 21st century retailing education and industry challenges for India and the United States. This module will cover an introduction to promotion for small business owners. To begin to understand promotions for small business owners, we must first understand what is marketing. Marketing is an organizational function. It is also the process for creating, communicating, and delivering value to customers. Marketing is managing customer relationships in ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. Within the marketing mix, we primarily address the 4 Ps. This is something you may have heard of previously, as it is a common marketing term. The 4 Ps of the marketing mix include product, price, place, and promotion. Within the promotional mix, we must address advertising, direct marketing, interactive marketing, sales promotion, publicity and public relations, personal selling, and visual merchandising. These are elements we will address within this module. Advertising refers to paid forms of non-personal communication. This shares information about the organization, their products, services, or ideas by an identified sponsor. There's no feedback from the audience in traditional advertising. It's important for products and services aimed at mass consumer markets that advertising is used. Advertising can also be cost-effective as it reaches a large audience. Direct marketing uses a wide variety of ways to reach specific consumers. This may be through internet sales, shopping channels, catalogs, telemarketing, direct mail, or direct response advertising. Interactive marketing includes a back-and-forth communication, so this is different than advertising, which we previously discussed. The user participates in and modifies the form and content of information in interactive marketing. This marketing happens in real time. It includes interactive media, which may include internet, kiosk, interactive television, and mobile apps. Visual merchandising is also important within the marketing mix. Why do we use visual merchandising? In order to encourage sales, get shoppers to enter the store, create brand awareness, spend more time in the store, and enhance the brand image, loyalty, or the evoked set. We also want the customer to try out and experience the products, which visual merchandising may encourage. Visual merchandising is the practice in the retail industry of developing floor plans and three-dimensional displays in order to maximize sales. Now, there are several elements of effective visual merchandising that can lead to successful marketing. These elements include theme, balance, the size of objects, color, focal point, lighting, and simplicity. Here you can see an image of a visual merchandising example. It's also important to consider traditional versus non-traditional media and promotional tools. Traditional media that's used in the marketing mix may include television, newspaper, radio, and magazine ads. This is a common form of media utilized on a daily basis. It reaches a broad audience and is outbound marketing. The media is followed by many and seen by many. The messages are designed in a common way so it can be perceived by a wider audience. In contrast, non-traditional media includes internet, social media, in-stream video ads, and it's not as common as the other form of traditional media. It has a targeted audience and inbound marketing in which the consumer can respond. Media is followed by few and seen by a few. The messages are designed in a unique way to reach a very specific audience. Traditional marketing and non-traditional marketing can be useful in different scenarios and different ways of communicating. Traditional marketing is also often utilized across leaflets or brochures, on carrier bags, on store merchandise such as caps and t-shirts, and on local cable ads. It's also used through sponsorships, such as sponsorship of your local sports team. Non-traditional methods might be used for societal marketing, integrated marketing communications as in marketing across channels, emotional branding, cause marketing, in-store events, and social media marketing. Traditional channels of advertising and marketing include publications, such as newspapers, magazines, and journals, radio and television, billboards and banners, telephone advertisement, U.S. Postal Service or mailers sent through the U.S. mail, face-to-face advertising, and direct mail advertisements. Non-traditional channels for advertising include websites and blogs, social media, email, mobile, search, and video conferencing. So what's the difference between traditional and non-traditional media and promotional tools? Take a moment to think about those differences. Now take a moment to think about what you've used in your small business. What would you like to use in your small business? How could these different methods benefit you? Traditional media and promotional tools are those that are used most frequently by businesses, while non-traditional media refers to the vehicles that are used as an alternative choice to more traditional mass media, such as print and broadcast. Non-traditional media and promotional tools, also known as guerrilla marketing, often consist of creative, low-cost marketing methods used by small businesses to temporarily promote a product or service. You can also see more examples of guerrilla marketing in the module on retail entrepreneurship, specifically in the second retail entrepreneurship module. There are some benefits and disadvantages, or pros and cons, to traditional and non-traditional media and promotional tools. Traditional has a track record of working for businesses, which is why these methods are so frequently used. Using traditional media often costs more money, though, than non-traditional media, and you'll compete with many other advertisers for attention from consumers when using traditional media. Non-traditional media often makes people look twice since they haven't seen what you're doing before. It can be more personal for the potential customer and can make a bigger impression. Take a moment to consider if it is wise for a small retailer to use traditional or non-traditional promotional tools exclusively. Would one or the other alone benefit a business, or is it best to use a combination of both? Think about this specifically in terms of your own small business. Take a moment to reflect. Key promotional tools for marketing small businesses include flyers, value additions, posters, referral networks, follow-ups, cold calls, and social media. Now that you're aware of the different types of promotion and both traditional and non-traditional marketing and media styles, let's take a moment to consider how to create a budget for promotional events. First, you should create a list of different segments of your marketing efforts. This should include research, testing, creative production, communications, and tracking. Second, you should estimate the cost involved in gathering marketing research. Third, you should estimate the cost of testing different marketing strategies. This should include product giveaways, focus groups, creating different versions of your product, selling new items in limited locations, follow-up surveys, and other ideas that you think may be suitable to your business. The fourth step would be to estimate the cost of a communications campaign. This would include the cost of creative design for packaging, ads, website, and other collateral materials. The fifth step would include estimating the cost of tracking and monitoring your communication efforts. The sixth step would be to add up the total estimated cost of each of those previous steps. And finally, your seventh step would be to create a spending formula that ties your marketing budget, each of those previous costs we've addressed, to a percent of sales. That concludes the first presentation on promotional strategy. We hope this gives you some idea of the different elements of the marketing mix and how to use traditional and non-traditional marketing in your business. You are now ready to carry on to the second promotional strategy presentation.